Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we can currently investigate tribal reform. Now that'll add the tribal reform mission to the mission pool. So I believe that we would need to finish up the matter of Carpetania first. So we'll definitely work towards that, and I'd like to work on some economic gains first. Now provincial legations aren't really moving towards that goal at this point. They're more about conversions and migrations. So I would kind of like to back off a bit on the provincial legation construction. I feel like the pop assimilation speed is nice, but eventually that'll wear off, right? The migration attraction is good too, but is this only in the settlement level, right? Not the provincial level, I think. So the province is this thing here, right? And the settlement would be this thing here. I don't know which is which. It doesn't really say in the tooltip. So I think for right now, Untiring Devotion. Okay, free stability. We'll certainly take that. I don't want to spend money. Okay. So I want to work on our economy. Provincial legations, I don't believe, are strictly speaking working on that. So what do we want to do? Well, we could work on upgrading cities. This would be an interesting one to do. Tribesman happiness here. I don't know about furs. That'd be a little odd. Maybe that would change. I know that sometimes the trade good changes when we create a city. That would cost 250 gold. Fairly expensive, but in order to finish off our missions, we know we need to make 3 cities, right? So we also need to build buildings in those cities, and we need to supply Carpetania, which would be easy enough to do. We need to take over some of Carpetania over this direction, sure, and consolidate Celtiberia Meridionalis, probably Meridionalis, and we need to annex Editania. So that's all things that we need to work towards. We have 211 gold right now, and the question that I have is, do we really want to build any of these settlement buildings? Well, perhaps we would want to build a provincial legation in each of these new areas that we conquered. So this actually has a farming settlement. We can't build anything else in this province, so I think that's fine. Up here, we've already got a provincial legation. And nothing else. Okay. Down here, we can only build a provincial legation in a settlement. I don't believe we can build them in cities. So that's fine. And the province is disloyal as well, so we actually can't build down over here. We've got this farming settlement here. We could theoretically put in a provincial legation here or here, but it's disloyal, so for now, that's not an option. We already have a provincial legation in this province. I really think that we probably only need 1 per province, since it does specifically call itself a provincial legation, right? And this is just like historical context. That's not actually helpful. So down over this way, do we have one? We do over here. Okay. In Carpetania, we should not need one. And then over here in Vetonia Meridionalis, do we have one? No. I'm going to build a provincial legation here. And then we'll just call that good, except that we're going to want one down over here once our province loyalty is high enough to construct. From one clan to another, huh? It would be wrong to suggest this. We'll go back up to 100% centralization pretty quickly here. No major issues there. What do we got going on up here? Are these guys no longer our allies? No, they are. They're calling us in. Okay. Interesting. Are they the attackers? I should have checked that. Yes, they are. They're in 2 separate wars. We were called into this one. Or no, this is the same war. Okay. They're going to be expanding down this direction. Do we want to actually help them? I don't know that we do. They're getting relatively powerful here. If they were to take all of this over, then theoretically, they might rival us. So we probably don't want to help them too much here. Yeah. I think we're just going to chill for a bit. Maybe not for too long. Tyranny, huh? Sure, we'll take some tyranny. We can work down tyranny for a bit. That's not a problem. I'd really love to build a provincial legation down here. I can't remember what the province loyalty threshold for construction is. Is it 30? It might be 30. So we'll see what that ends up looking like. We have enough to build a provincial legation now, but I really don't think we need any additional provincial legations. So that's reasonably okay. Do we need any slave estates? No, none of these are going to produce any goods. So we could spam out tribal settlements for now. We'd probably want to swap those out once we're no longer tribal. Or we could just go for cities. And honestly, I feel like cities are kind of the way to go here. So just keep an eye on this situation. Don't worry, we're on our way. We're definitely on our way here. As you can see, look at all of these forces that we've raised up. We have so many forces. We are on our way to come help. Just give us some time. Apparently our leader has cancer. Okay, well, that's not going to go very well for them. Sure. So, we have 191 gold right now. Our ally is actually kind of winning this. He's but a modest man. Okay. We are up over 50% stability. That's really, really good. I'm very happy about that. And our aggressive expansion is down to 0. And they're up over here. Let's raise up our levies now. We're actually on our way. Beautiful. So over we head, and we are looking to start up a siege over here. Cool. Now they're occupying here. I don't love that. But what we're hoping for here is we're hoping to take this over and actually... I want to send some forces out and grab some of these territories out over here. Like so. We're going to go manually occupy these. Did we... Oh, we did send someone here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. So that's all looking good. Right, this down over here. This is going to be maybe a little bit awkward here. But note that we are occupying this stuff here. That is very deliberate here. And we're going to allow them to lose this. We won this siege. And we're going to back off a bit. Okay. I want to encourage these guys to come take this back. Okay, never mind. We're going to head over here. They're not going this way. If we don't get these, that's okay. I'm not flipping these over to our ally, for the record. That is not happening. So we're just going to head over this direction, and I guess we're going to look to take some territory out of this war? Maybe? We'll see. We're going to head in and get some sieging done over here. Oh, that's a little spicy. Our reinforcements will arrive, though, and we win that. We were definitely a little more spread out than I would have loved. But we're going to move some of our levy forces out here. And we'll keep around... Okay, we'll do something like this. Yeah, that'll do for now. We're going to siege here. We're controlling this siege. Yes, strike the earth. We're going to take those pops. So I'm checking down over here. We'll have full control over this. And who's the other one that we're at war with here? Bracaria? That's these guys. Okay, noted. Okay, we can't get by this fort just yet. But we'll siege over here. I'd love it if they'd flip these over, but there's no way. There's no way they're going to do that. We're being really, really, really massive jerks to our ally. I want to throw that out there. That is absolutely the case here. We are being colossal jerks. So there's that. I would not be surprised. Oh, and we have enough gold now to upgrade this city. do it. Beautiful. So that's looking great. I would not be surprised if these guys want to break their alliance with us after this. We honestly deserve it. Okay. So we're going to continue this siege. It will end eventually. And there we go. We're going to immediately head out over this direction. I don't know who's controlling this siege. We are. Okay. Beautiful. I guess we got there first. Wait. That's interesting. I didn't realize that they could take the territory that we occupied. Well, that's good to know. For sure. So we are then going to disband our levies. We get some military experience out of it, I guess. I would have liked to get additional territory down this way. I do think that these guys are becoming a problem. Yes. But we're not really going to do anything about it just yet. Our missions are taking us over this direction, which is fine for now. I'm okay with that. We're at 193 gold at this moment, so that's fine. And yeah, I'd definitely like to do something about these guys, but that's down the road. We need to figure out where we want our additional cities in Carpetania to go. So, what do we have for productions here? Okay, I don't... This is base metals, but we have a tribal settlement here. We should replace that with a mine. Okay, we have a slave estate there. That's a mine. This might be an okay place to build one. Yeah, I think probably in those wine locations. Most likely. That said, I did just spend gold on a mine up here, so it'll be a little bit until we have the gold to do that. We're going to be a little short on political influence eventually as well, I think. No, we should be okay on that front, right? Each of these upgrades costs 6250. So we need 125? Yeah, that's reasonable. That's not a big deal. Okay, no problem whatsoever there. We're definitely going to be working on settling Carpetania. I would love to have that done by the end of this episode. We'll see if we're making enough gold to do that. We're at 126 right now, so we're doing pretty well. We gained 20 gold here, or 2 tribesmen. And ultimately, I think the 2 tribesmen are more worthwhile. So we'll take that. Okay, we have an infection. Sure. Taxes? Surely nobody will notice. So we'll definitely bump up our taxes here. We need a new wise one, and that will be this fine gentleman here. Cool. We're making about 10 gold per month right now. I'm leaning towards building a city here, and perhaps one down over this way. Yeah, around here. Should be fine. The rest of this can remain hinterland supporting these cities. So for the time being, that'll do. We're going to need to import some food over this way eventually as well. And that probably means we're going to need to do some local import routes. A parlous state, huh? We'll let him lose some popularity. Okay. That seems fine. Okay, a researcher just died. In flagrante delicto, which is exciting. We are going to put in you. Cool. So we're definitely working towards level 2 of our technology, which is absolutely great. We're making relatively good progress on that, but our research ratio is crappy. There's no doubt about that. I'm thinking about having this be another research city. 6 building slots here. Okay, that's definitely a lot. Corrupt governor of Lusitania, huh? We'll spend some political influence to curb that down. We'll have the political influence for what we want to do here. So I want to get this city going. We'll have 250 gold for that next month. Beautiful. So that looks phenomenal. There we go. So that tribal settlement is, of course, going to be removed. Arbitrary rewards, huh? 206 gold? We'll take that. That means that we're going to build this city very, very soon indeed. Actually, that's really, really good. I like it. So we're going to need to build these cities, but we also need to max out the buildings in them. And that's noted. So do we want to, like, export wine here and have these be slave-focused cities here, and then this one and this one can be research-focused? That's a real possibility here. We'll get that city going. How are we doing on our loyalty here? It's up to 37. Okay, we can build a provincial legation down here. We do need a new religious researcher. That'll be this guy. Oh, we have a Scorn family. Okay. We'll look into that later. That's fine. I'm not too concerned about it. So I do want to build that provincial legation here. We need 150 gold for that, so that's like 10 months out. Sure. Local population growth for a while. That's not bad. Okay, so now we need a war chief. And who do we need? A Doxii? Ugh. You're not amazing at it, but we'll put you in. Cool. Our ruler is currently unmarried. I'm not sure that matters. She's 73. Okay. How does our succession work, anyway? Let's see. Government. Would it be another clan chief? I'm not sure how our succession is going to work. We'll see. It's going to be very interesting. 6 stability for 10 political influence. I mean, we're already over 50% stability. Not this time, perhaps. So that's all looking phenomenal. I do want to get our provincial legation built down here as the next priority. So that's still a little ways out. We need 150 total gold for that. The meeting of the clans, huh? Okay, well, they're not very happy. And we died of severe inflammation. Okay, so we have a new leader now. And I think that this is just our line of succession then. So we're always going to have old leaders in that case. Or at least most likely. We have like a seniority style succession, it seems. So I guess that's fine. We do need a new martial researcher, and you are the most qualified. There we go. Cool. And there goes a clan chief. So it's just the chiefs are like rotating, I guess. Right? Because if we come in here now, we should be able to see... Yeah, there's a new chief here. And I think that's probably a seniority sort of thing. Okay, well, we can definitely work with that. So that's reasonably fine. We're making a little bit less money now. But we can work with this, I think. Cool. So I certainly do want to get this provincial legation done. Do we want to be friends with this person? Sure, why not? Gaining 15 political influence sounds good. Our political influence is fairly low right now, so I think that's reasonably fine. I want to get this provincial legation done. It's now 150.4, so it's not quite as cheap. And we need a new wise one, which will be you. Cool. We can now definitely build that provincial legation. So that is underway. And we'll work on getting these conversions done. There's been a poor harvest. We'll take a little bit of corruption here. That'll do. Cool. So we're about to finish up our city up here. Fantastic. And that should finish this city, right? Owns 3 or more cities in the province. Oh, we still have this one under construction. Okay, that's fine. So we have 3 building slots here. And this is assumably going to be 3 building slots as well. So this would be a fantastic research city, in my opinion. Basically, we just need to build 3 academies here, and then just spam out the libraries, would be the way that this would go. So that seems fine. And this is, of course, intended to be a research city down here. We cannot currently build down here at the moment. Oh, we can get a military tradition. If I recall correctly, we were working towards these tribesmen. And also 5% manpower recovery speed just forever. That's really good, but I wanted the tribesmen more than anything. Okay, we'll definitely take that. We need a new bodyguard. That'll be this fine gentleman. Excellent. And we have this province ticking away in negative loyalty. Mostly due to government corruption, or rather governor corruption. Okay, noted. So Settle Carpetania is now done. And now we need to do Develop Carpetania. So, I think that these should be production-focused buildings. That pretty much means that we build mills and tax offices. As well as eventually a foundry, but we don't have the ability to get a foundry yet. We don't have centralized production. So for now, it would be mills. And mills are quite expensive. Wow, 150. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's the top level that are relatively cheap with, I guess, the exception of some of these. And then the bottom level are all 150-ish. Yeah. Okay, well, that's fine. We're definitely going to continue our slave output. There we go. Cool. And I'm wondering, 0.15 per month, huh? That's actually quite a lot. That said, this is a small area. This probably isn't a big deal. We're 13% Terdulian. We have solid stability. What else can we do here to improve their happiness? It's mostly slaves that are unhappy because dominant culture is not integrated. I mean, they need to get converted, right? This will be done in January of 504. It's like 3.5 years. I'm not convinced that that'll finish in time. Maybe it will. But maybe we should fire this governor. To be clear, that wouldn't fully stop it. So we would go instead for someone like this. She's actually just, which would be nice. I mean, there's a scholar trait, which would be good, you know, somewhere else. But I think for now we can go for her. And that's now gaining popularity. Oh, because she put it on harsh treatment. Okay, fair enough. That's absolutely fine. I'm not too concerned about that. So we're gaining 10 political influence here and local population happiness. Wonderful. Now up over this way, we could certainly begin to work on our academy, but I think developing our slave areas is probably better. So we would end up building 3 mills in each of these, and that would be all 3 of our building slots for now. And then we would expand based on that. We get 1 for every 10 pops. So we're going to get a few extra building slots here. That's absolutely fine. For now, we're going to build a mill here. So that's just going to look to increase our slave happiness and our local slave desired ratio. So slaves are going to be producing wine here in these areas. That's primarily intended for export, but it's going to be a while before these cities really start to come online. There's no doubt about that. So that's fine. We're going to continue cruising on through here. We're going to gain 90 gold, actually. These guys insulted us. Very rude. They're also thinking about breaking their alliance with us. Okay, noted. Do we want to look for another alliance? They're only allied with us. That's interesting. Granaries have been raided, and Bilica can cover the costs. We don't want to do that right now. They're continuing to insult us. Hilarious. I wish them luck with that. So we're going to get another mill queued up over here as soon as we have the gold. That's going to be a ways out. That's like once every 15 months, right? So actually longer than that. 8.16. Yeah, that's going to take some time. But we're just going to continue bringing in additional slaves here. This is, again, going to be a citizen-focused city. Or maybe even a noble-focused city. Yeah, noble focus up here. This one can be citizen-focused, I suppose. We have gone noble here as well. Okay. Nobles are more specialized for research, I suppose. Whereas citizens give taxes and research. What is going on over here? What is going on over here? Hang on. Oh, they're in a civil war. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, why are they getting provinces? But they're in civil war. Okay, that's absolutely fine. We gain a bunch of progress, and Bayetica needs a governor. We have a scorned family right now, so we will put her in. Actually, I'm going to go here because of the no corruption. We'll put him in. Perfect. We probably do want to be on religious cultural assimilation here. Religious conversion is probably okay-ish. We did lose our high priest, so we'll put in Ilika here. Cool. Centralization efforts. There's no need to waste our resources on this, to be honest. We're at 100% centralization. I'm not concerned. I want to get this other mill going here. And again, it's going to take time for these cities to really start to come online. Quite a lot of it, actually. Minor addendum? Not this time. We don't need it. We can get our third mill going here. That's great. And, of course, we'll come down to Kansabura, and we're going to get mills going here as well. So we need, like, 450 gold for that. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we'll see if these guys want to attack us. Are they going to get other allies? Sure, they did. They allied these guys. We might want to shop around for allies ourselves. Perhaps down here. They wouldn't accept that. These guys would. So we could find ourselves some friends if we felt like we needed to. We'll see. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Shadow Wolf, Mlohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kintogan, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.